Hello, everyone. Welcome to this week's edition of T3, Tyler's Thursday Tips. And this week, I am going to be talking to you about adding or removing features, which is the number 2 on the list of things you may not know that you can do on your own in Vax, but you can. So as always, let me bring us into Vax here. I'm going to go to our education campus. Last week, I think I showed you where you can find it going into ALG vacations page. This week, I'll show you using travel or Apple vacations for an example. So you can also get to our education campus within each of the brand's individual pages. It could be under agent resources with some of the brands. In this case, others have it under agent tools. But for here, agent resources, and we'll click on education campus. So there's a few different items on here, but we're going to go to the education campus. And then we have our self-help library where many of these options can be found. But my series that I'm doing right now, I want to hone in on the top 10. Last week, I did the change hotels and other components. So if you missed that, definitely check out this link here for the short video. Or you can check out my YouTube channel where I am housing all of these videos, last week's, and I have several others on there. But this week, I do want to talk about number 2 here, which is add or removing features. Again, in addition to this video, check out this short 2-minute video on adding features and transfers to a booked reservation. It goes over some details that I'm not going to cover here today. So check out this video, and this is only 2 minutes and 15 seconds. So take the extra 2 minutes. It's highly recommended. So I am going to pull up a booking that I just made. Go to retrieve reservation at the top, put in your booking number if you have it. If not, you can use the search criteria here on the right. But I have a booking to Costa Rica. Pretty straightforward, round trip airfare, Secrets Papagayo, round trip transfers. I believe that is it. So just like my tutorial last week where we were changing hotel components, I showed you, I believe, how to change an air component. This week, we're going to add some features. So even though this is not paid yet, I'm going to be under the pretense that this is a paid booking. Might be paid in full, might just have deposit on it, but it's for August. Now, it was just booked today. Clients, in many cases, they're really not ready to book any optional tours yet. They want to do that closer in, which is what you see as they get closer and they want to start, finalizing that trip. They want to add some optional tours. So I'm going to show you exactly how to do that. And honestly, it's pretty much done the exact same way as I showed you last week, changing that hotel component. So we're going to go to the very bottom of the booking. We're going to go to the modifications tab. And just like we did last week, we're going to hit change component. So once this opens up, I can now go to my features section and I can update, add, remove anything that I would like. So I'm going to do 2 things here. I'm going to do them all at once. You can do them individualized, make that change, finalize it, go back in, make another change, or you can do it all at once. If you have like 8 changes, I definitely recommend breaking that up. It can overwhelm the system sometimes. But so right now I have the transfers that were included. They're the shared transfers, which give us the upgrade to Amstar's nonstop service to the AM Resorts Hotel. So I'm going to remove these because I am actually going to include private transfers for my clients, which is actually myself. So now that was removed. You can see that. As I mentioned last week, we're in modification mode. So if I don't want to save or move forward with that change, all I have to do is go out of here. Just click on Vax logo, hit retrieve reservation, pretty much go anywhere else, and it's going to negate that change. But now I want to add the private transfers. I'm actually going to add a tour or 2 on here as well. Since I'm spending a week, it is Costa Rica, want to go out and do some things in that awesome destination. So I click on features. We have our filters here on the left-hand side. So I'm going to do this in 2 pieces. I'm going to first filter to ground transportation because I do want to add those private transfers. So we have that option right here. If I wanted to add the transfers on that I just got rid of, they're in here as well. I just need to find them and I can add them back on. And it looks like they're right here at the top. But we're going to add this. So this is our private transfer. So that is now included in our package. I'm going to go back to the left-hand side. I'm going to deselect our filter for ground transportation, and I am then going to filter for sightseeing and tours. And there we go. It just takes a second for each. So let's see here. We have a forest canopy exploration tour. That sounds awesome. We'll add that to our cart. And then we'll pick one more here. Let's just go down, see what else we have. There's a waterfall here. This sounds pretty cool. So we'll add this as well. So now what we just did here in this single change is I added 2 optional tours and the private transfers. So you can see our transfers, you can see the rainforest, and well, the waterfall excursion, and then the canopy tour. So we have everything that I want to do on my trip in Costa Rica. Again, you can see still in modification mode, nothing is saved yet. In order to finalize this, I need to go back to the checkout screen. All my information is already going to be saved in there. My name, my travel companion's name, the hotel that I had, the airfare, that's already on our reservation. We just modified these features. So the same airfare I had, same room category I had. But again, if I want to, upgrade now to a different room category, as long as I'm not under hotel penalty, that's not a problem. And now we have our different excursions on here. We have the forest canopy, the rainforest waterfall excursion, and I have my private transfers. I still want my travel protection travel credit. Everything else is good. I go to the bottom and I complete my itinerary change. And now this booking is going to be updated with those 2 excursions and the private transfers. Ladies and gentlemen, it is as simple as that. You can do it yourself right in Bax without having to call in. So now I have my updated reservation. Flights are on there, hotels on there, and you can see that I do have my private transfers, waterfall excursion, and the canopy tour all on my reservation. Go up here, print email. I can send this directly to the client. Once it's paid in full, all of that is going to be on their documents. That's about it. Check out the additional 2 minutes on the video that's recorded in the self-help library or in that top 10. Check out next week. Actually, next week I'll be traveling. The week after, where I'll do something on the 3rd item. But of course, check out the other options I have available on my YouTube channel. Thank you. I hope you have a great rest of your week.